Hello, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome, it's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. So, had a look at the Anthropologie website today because sometimes I like to look at what's going on in fashion and, yeah, clothes fashion, decor fashion, I don't know, baking, all those sort of things, just to find out what's happening out there, because sometimes I think when we're just looking at a Stampin' Up catalogue, which is the catalogue of the products that I sell, we can think that maybe Stampin' Up are the only ones doing something, but then it's when you look at other places you realise, okay, there's a whole fashion trend happening here and Stampin' Up is part of it. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So you may have seen my thumbnail. I can pop it up here in a second as well. Before that, I'll say a quick hello to everybody in the live. Great to see you all. Hello, Deborah and Judy and Cheryl and Shaz and Monica. Hello. Who else? Judy, Terry. Have I said Terry? Oh, Shaz. Sorry to hear that. That's not good. Okay. Lots of love and prayers for your healing. I hope they're looking after you. Hi Judith, great to see you. Hi Cheryl. Hi Jackie and Lorraine. Goodness, loads of people. All right, so let me see if I can just very quickly grab. Oh no, hold on. Let me just add a picture here for you to have a look at. So the thumbnail, if you didn't see it, was just, yeah, just a picture. Add image to screen. Hold on, let me just grab add source. Oh no. Sorry, pressing wrong buttons here. Now it won't work. Okay. Image. There we go. Hi Susan, oh glad you got home okay. Good, good, good. What an adventure you've had. Hi Janice. Hi Jackie. Hi Dawn. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly show you the thumbnail. And these were just 3 products that are currently available on the Anthropologie website. And yeah, I just like them. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to download that. The plaid on the right, I recently saw somebody demonstrate how to do that background using the Stampin' spots. So I'm going to have a go doing that. And then, you know, all those gorgeous red florals, pink florals and so on. So anyway, I thought it might be fun to use those as a little bit of inspiration today. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so desk view. Oh, we're way far out than we need to be. I've just realised I've got something written on my hand that I need to get rid of. Who writes stuff on their hands to remember things? It's not just me. I'm sure it's not just me. Okay, right. It is a very cold day here today. Almost like, you know, the feeling that you get like it might snow or frost or, you know, that kind of level of cold. But I don't know if we will. Alright, so I've just grabbed out my Stampin' spots, which to be honest, I have not played with these for absolutely ages. When they first came out, we were all very, very excited about it. And then they came out with a few more coloured Stampin' spots. So we've kind of like forgotten about them. And to be honest, they've been just left in a bag, all on their lonesomes. I've not actually tidied that much up from yesterday, so excuse me. But I saw a fab technique for using these on Demonstrator Planning Place. Now, Demonstrator Planning Place is a demonstrator only Facebook group, and every so often they get people on there demonstrating a technique. Excuse me. And oh no, that's the wrong one. Not that one. That's the other years. Alright, I'm just grabbing up some ink. Alright, so let me just remind myself of the colours from the Anthropologie. So Anthropologie, for those who don't know, is a shop that is quite big in the US, mainly clothing and fashion, some home decor stuff. So they're well known for doing really beautiful window dressings. Really, really beautiful. Alright, so in that blanket there was kind of like pinks and reds and almost like a fawny colour. I guess like pecan pie really. So I'm thinking, what if we use a bit of strawberry slush, some pretty in pink, and some pecan pie. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Do you want a close-up of them? I'll get another light on. They're like a vintage glass bead that's got like a marbling through it, a frosted blue glass bead, and then a blue bead with a foil lining, foil inside, and then goldish toned. That one actually, this is like I think this is a plastic bead, but it's got a metallic finish, and the gold is actually rubbing off and it's kind of like coming through as copper. So there we go. Thank you. Oh, have you, Monica? Oh, they make the most amazing giant flowers. Really super cool. Okay, so what I observed was basically you get your re-inker and you ink up in a line like so. Now ideally you want to put colours next to each other that are not opposite on the colour wheel, okay, because if you start putting colours that are opposite on the colour wheel you end up with brown, and I know I've just added brown to this, but yeah, so you wouldn't put red and green, well, unless you wanted brown in the middle. If you want brown in the middle, that's fine, but just be aware of that. So like if you like yellow and purple, just be aware that if you put yellow and purple it will go browny. Okay, so now I'm going in with a pretty in pink. Probably what would be helpful is for me to stamp that on a piece of cardstock. There we go. How cool is that? Right, so then the technique I saw, and I think I might just use half my paper because I'm a bit scared. I don't think I need a whole sheet. I'm just going to go with half a sheet. If I like it, I'll do more. You know what? I said to myself today, I'm going to go in my studio and and I'm going to do a bit of tidying up. Did I do it? No. Okay, so you want to brush the ink pad in the direction of the stripes, okay, because otherwise you just end up with a hot mess. So let's start and see what happens. You know what, I might even use something to give me a straight line, because, you know, ooh, there we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. I do want a little bit of a gap. I think I might just add a little bit more pretty and pink. So the demonstration I saw, they put the same colour on both ends, but I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. I guess I could go back in there and do that. You know what, I might just do that. Oh, how cool is that? Okay, let's do that again. Okay, just remember what order you're doing this in. I feel there should be a class. Oh, I'm so sorry, I've got this weird cough. I just want to do something experiment. Okay. Right, I'm going to put some more on. It does take, you know, it's taking a bit of ink, you know, but hey, it's good fun. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Hello. How you doing? Right, now, I'm supposed to be doing plaid, so see if this is going to work. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Did I do that right? What did I do? Maybe I didn't do that correctly. I think I didn't rotate it enough. Yeah, no, I didn't rotate enough. Okay. Sorry, I was just giggling at what Jackie just put. I knew I needed those mini ink pads I ordered today. Yeah, and I guess the great thing about this is that when I finished, I could theoretically wash that out and just go again. So. Oh, I was going to ask those of you who are in US and Canada, I was going to schedule a the alcohol class, one for March, Friday the 6th of March, I think. Anyway, let me know what you think. I had a few people respond saying that they'd like to do one for that time zone. Okay, so that's one thing done. I'm just going to take another look at my picture. We've got a big blousey floral, so I was thinking of just stamping, maybe stamping that. Onto, oh, I suppose I could do it onto cherry cobbler, couldn't I? Or real red or something. If I stamp that on there. Do a couple of those. And maybe some old olive. Oh, I'm going to clean this up because that is just going to get really stained. Now I did have one of the big leaves out yesterday. Is that one? Oh, and that one. I told you I didn't tidy up. Let's get some mossy meadow. These would be quite easy to fussy cut. So I was really pleased with myself. I bought this watch before I went away and couldn't actually get it to work properly. Anyway, I figured out how to get it to work properly. And what's really lovely about these watches is that you can change the faces of them. And look what I've put on mine from yesterday's video. How cool is that? Good morning, Lisa. Okay, so I'm just trying to look to see what other flowers there are on this picture. I'm just going to use it as a jumping point, I think. And yeah, it's just a bit of inspiration. Let's put that back on there. Right, I've got old olive here. Might just, oh, it's quite dark, isn't it? That's quite dark. Light old olive. So I've coloured the whole leaf in with light old olive, and I'm now going around the veins with the dark, and I want to just blend that in a bit. Okay, so again I'm going to fill that all in. And again, blend it in. So the benefit of the alcohol pens is that you can colour and colour over the top and build up that colour, and it doesn't wreck the paper. So you get a really nice depth. Okay, I might just go in with the light, this one, the light. And those little lines there, I'm going to try and leave those because they look a bit like highlight lines. So I'm just going to do that. See? What kind of watch it is it? It's just a really cheap, like, smart watch. It's like, it was under £20 from Amazon. Really cheap smartwatch. So you have to connect it to your phone, and there's an app that you download. But then on the app on your phone, you've got an option to change the watch faces, and one of the options is to use your own photograph. So I just used the photo of what I did last night. I have done it before with like my Stamp One Sheet Wonders. I'll take a photo of it, or sometimes what I do is if I'm wearing a printed outfit, you know, a printed top or dress or whatever, I take a photograph of what I'm wearing and I make that with my watch face. Oh, cool, Cheryl. Oh, please share what you've made. You've been having a play. Oh, Shazza, the nurse is being kind. Hope you're not in too much pain. Okay. There you go. I feel like I want to do a bit more to this now. Alright, I'm going to stop there, otherwise I'm going to fiff and faff. Alright, what am I going to do with this one now? Poppy Parade. Now, it'd be interesting to see what happens if I put Poppy Parade on Real Red, because it's an alcohol pen. It'd be interesting to see if that stays dark or not. I don't even know why I'm colouring this in. Just thought it was a good idea. I'm very tempted to get my white gel pen out though and do the stamens, because oh, it has stayed dark. What happens if I use this? Oh. Oh, okay. Just doing some darker bits from behind, sorry, the petal that would be coming from behind. Because I kind of feel like that would have a bit of a shadow to it. Okay. See what happens when I put this on now. Maybe I should have done this first and then the dark, but anyway, we'll see. See what happens. Now, I think there is a die for this flower, isn't there? And I was wondering whether to use it or just to do some fussy cutting, because it might be that getting it really up close might be a bit nicer than having the border around it. Just putting some detail into the flower there. I mean, I'm just being guided by the lines of the flower. Okay. Ah, it's not super obvious on the camera. It honestly, it does have a little bit more detail in real life. Oh, sorry. That's so weird. Okay, white gel pen. Oh, it's a 0.8. Might not need it as thick as that. Just do some. I can't actually see the detail of the stamens properly, but I'm going to make it up. I bought this pack of 3 gel pens. So there's 1.8 and then, sorry, 0.8 and then 0.5. So I'm going to use the 0.5 to do the lines. Okay, that looks fun. Right, scissors. So yeah, as I said, there are dies that I could cut these out with, but I would end up with a line, a border going all the way around the flower, and I don't want that. I want just the flower to sit on top of my lovely plaid background. So And this flower is quite an easy one to cut out. It's not like it's those daisies with lots of tiny petals and things. So for those of you who've never done cussy futting, oh, fussy cutting. For those of you who have not done fussy cutting, the trick is just keep the scissors straight ahead of you. I hope someone's going to have a good giggle with me saying that. And you just move the paper, and it happens pretty quickly if you do it that way. You have more control of like wiggling the paper around. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. When I take a photo of this, it'll look so much better. That sounds so rude, doesn't it, what I just said? Cussy futting. Because cussing is a word, isn't it? Well, funny enough, like, growing up in North London, when we would use the word cuss, if someone cussed you, it was like they were putting you down, like to cuss somebody. But then I realised when I started making friends with folks from over the pond, cussing is another word. You use that word for the word that we would use for swearing, like, so I guess it comes from the root to curse. Cussing, curse. But anyway, so it is funny how, yeah, us Brits use it in a slightly different way, that word. Anyway, it's not we're not cussy futting, we're fussy cutting. Ah, can you do a class on that? I recently bought the Tim Holtz fuzzy cutting scissors. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, is there a die? I think there is a die with a really pretty, like, leafy thing. I might use the die to cut out some delicate leaves to put in the background. I will do that, because I am not fussy cutting those. But these are really easy to fussy cut. So what are the scissors like, Vicky? I'd be intrigued to know, because Stampin' Up have stopped selling these. So I'm happy to recommend whatever is good out there to fussy cut. Then one I normally get, wrong-eyed fried flowers. Oh, fried flowers. Dried flowers. Yeah, park arc is the one that I usually get wrong. Instead of car park, park arc. What other funny letters do you guys get muddled up? Ooh, that was close. That nearly came off. Are they a similar size to the snips? Lisa and Vicky, those of you who've got it. Are they nice and sharp? I presume they would be. I can't imagine Tim putting out inferior product. Are they the ones where when you release them, like they're the opposite mechanism? Is it that they those ones? Right, I feel like I want to just do a little bit of darker colour around the edge, so I'm just going to get dark cherry cobbler and just pop that around the edge of my flower, which I promise you in real life does look a little bit better than how it's coming across on the screen. I don't think the screen can really pick up on the subtleties of the shading. I'm hoping tomorrow, if I take a photo of it in the daylight, you'll be able to see it a bit better. I am wondering whether to add a little bit of darker cherry cobbler to this now. So I'm just going over the lines of the petals. Just making it show up a little bit better. Right, let's have a look at the dies. That one. So it's not from the same set as this, Nature's Symphony. It's that lovely leaf there. I think that would look quite fun. I find that dark brown is great for shading on dark red cards. Ah, yes. That's good. Yes, that does make sense. Oh, that's a good tip, Cheryl. So Cheryl says she has different scissors for different jobs. Non-stick ones is good, yeah. Ooh, Winker Stella, yeah, that might look good. Vicky says, please retype your comment, Lisa Hartman. I don't know if she's accidentally deleted it. These admins, they get trigger happy, you know. So a big thank you to my admins. Thank you, Vicky. Doing a great job tonight. Hi, Patricia. Oh, well, thank you for popping in. Okay, that's quite cute. I'm wondering whether to do some other flowers. Which one of the... Where do I put the thing for this? Right, I'm wondering whether to cut out some flowers using that die, and maybe that one, and maybe the big one as well. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, maybe I'll do that one as well. Or, oh, that's big enough to do a... If I get some pale pink out, it means that I can always colour in some of those if I need to. So I know I put Pretty in Pink on my, used Pretty in Pink re-inker, but the bubble bath doesn't look terrible next to it, so let's see how that turns out. Move some of these out of the way. Don't need you right now. Okay. Back to the machine. So I'm using the cut and emboss machine by Stampin Up to cut out these dies. So these metal things are called dies, which always sounds a bit odd if you're not used to the paper crafting lingo. It is a bit weird to say that. So you do have to be careful when you do this to make sure none of the dies hop onto each other. Oh, that's a good tip, Deborah. Come on, out you come. Out you come. Right, I don't think I need another one of those. I'll definitely have another couple of these flowers. I'm not sure I need all these little flowers, so I'm just going to do one lot of those. I do like it when Stampin' Up put a whole load of flowers, little flowers like this together on one die. It just makes it so much easier. Otherwise you end up losing all of them. So. Okay, so the last thing I want to cut out is a little, it's like a little nameplate. It's really cute. And a couple of these. Right. Oh, my dies have moved. No, don't move. Don't move. Yes. Iron. Oh, that one worked, but that one just clipped there. I wonder if I can... Oh, I could have done that through there. I didn't realise that this was, this just cut out the, what's the word? The frame. I thought it cut out the center, like that was just the pattern, but anyway, okay. We'll work with it. We'll figure it out. Right, pokey pokey, out you come. You can come out as well. And then I think I just want to get a couple more of these little bits, and then we will start assembling. Okay, so what I want to do is just put a little bit of extra colour onto some of these, because it is quite a pale pink, and it's very easy to just add some colour after you've die cut these out. So with that, I was wondering if I could cut these and just have sort of like a bit of that showing and a bit of that showing. Right, let's go for, ooh, what do you go for? I got some, what's that? Light Calypso Coral. Let's see what happens when I put that on. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of fresh looking. That's cute, isn't it? So that can be tucked underneath, because that's obviously a bit of a straight edge where I cut apart that big floral piece. You can see that I've used this quite a bit, so it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit munted, but there we go. Right, so that was Light Calypso Coral. I'm wondering if I've got something a little bit darker. What have I got here? Dark Flirty. Let's just add a little bit of, ooh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm just doing these brush strokes from the center of the flower outwards, right towards the edge of the flower. That is real nice. Really sweet. Okay, that is, I'm happy with that. So let's do that on all of these. I'm just swiveling the flower around as I do that. Okay, maybe just a little highlight in the little buds there. Little highlights, or low lights, I guess. All right, those look good. So those can be tucked under. Actually, if I just cut it a bit nicer, I could probably have it sticking out a bit further. Okay, then there's 2 of those flowers. So again, just put a little squidge of the light, what was this? Light Calypso Coral. Put that on there. And then just a few little highlights, lowlights. You can tell I used to work in a hairdresser's, can't you? Highlights and lowlights. Okay, and then this one, these little things. Ooh. I'm wondering whether just to put a bit of Calypso in the middle, not Calypso, yeah, no, flirty in the middle of those. Oh, that's upside down. That would help to get it the right way around. Oh, that's upside down as well. Okay. Right, that's those. Oh, and even look, those little ones that come out the middle are cute as well. Okay, let's just do a bit of that in the middle there. Middle. Okay, and then all these cute little things. There was a die set, was it last year? Was it called Flower Shop or something? And it had loads of different flowers. Oh no, Impressions of Bloom. They had those little flowers on the end of a kind of stick thing like this. Looks so cool. Right, so a bit of light Calypso Coral, then a little bit of flirty, and then we can get the light Old Olive and do a, let's turn that into a stem. You know what, I think I'll do the back as well, because sometimes these things flip up, don't they? They're so tiny, they flip. And you never know, the person who you give this card to may just go, oh, what's she done under there? And have a look. Right, so these are the Old Olive leaves that I cut earlier. And I am thinking of, so I'll get that one as well. Oh, the shading that I did on that has kind of disappeared, but anyway. So, what's this again? Is this Old Olive? Dark Old Olive. So I'm just going to do some stems and some veining. That's the veins. There we go. Because it was looking a bit flat, to be honest. Can't have flat leaves. So this would be deemed a, what's the word? A detailed card? How long are we into? Yeah, we're nearly at an hour. So this is the sort of card that I would make for a special birthday or anniversary or something like that. It's definitely not one of your quick ones, but I think the impact will be very fun. So I'd be interested to know whether you guys prefer doing longer cards like this, or if you like making quick ones. And then how easy do you find it to release your cards into the wild once you've taken an hour to make one or two? All right, I think I'm getting there with all my little bits and pieces. So I just need to decide what to stick this onto. And I'm wondering whether a bit of pretty in pink would look good. Oh, do I have any? Oh, might be be out of stock. Okay, so let's go to... Oh. Oh, I have got some pretty in pink, but I've only got a few sheets. Okay. A bit worried then. Right, where did I put my trimmer? Oh, there. Oh, yeah, you could, Janice. Yes. Janice is saying you could do the plaid on canvas. I think it would just eat the ink though, just be aware of that. You might be better off painting it with acrylic, and if you put like 3 blobs of colour in a wide paintbrush, that would be fun. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 14 centimetres and then take off half a centimetre there. Okay. It still feels a little bit damp because I did use quite a bit of ink on there. So there we go. But you know what? I just got to get on with getting on. Just using my fingers, my thumb and fingers, my fingers, to just make that flower a little bit more curved. And then I try and do a little bit to these leaves. The only thing about the downside to these leaves is I really love the texture on them, but the die actually cuts through. So you actually have a slit in these leaves, which does make it a little bit tricky when gluing, because the glue likes to poke itself out of it. So do have to be a bit careful. I really like this, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use it. It's weird. Okay. I might end up using glue dots actually for these leaves. Oh, you know what? Let's do some flowers first. Take that off. still want to use this. There wasn't another die in there that just cut out the whole thing, was there? How have other people used this? Thank you, Bev. No, it just does do that. Okay, fragrant layers. So that's a little bit of a cheeky... That's not correct then, is it? That image there. Okay. Oh, I really like it. Okay, so I think the flower's definitely going to go in the middle, but not centered horizontally. It's going to be centered vertically, but I'm going to just, it's just above the middle. Okay, and let's use some dimensionals to get that stuck on. Where are my dimensionals? Sorry. Cut another and use them as decorative pieces in the background. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that. But now I am all cut up and I don't want to get my machine back on. I can't be bothered. Oh, I used it. There. There it is. Yes, I suppose I could have used it to stamp on, but there we go. It's all right. Right, 3 dimensionals. That's how big this flower is. It is surprising when you get this set. Even though you kind of know how big it's going to be because it's in the catalogue or in, yeah, just picked it. It's always a bit of a surprise when flower images are slightly bigger than you anticipated. Right, so I'm glue dotting this baby. Actually, I quite like the idea of the leaf doing that, so get that down. I'll leave that up for now. Glue dot this one. And just glue dot the base of it. Whoop. Don't need that long. Okay, put that one that way. Oh, let's curve that a bit. Give that a little bit of a curl as well. And that one, can't have those straight on. Okay, so I can use glue for these. Now you could give this as a Valentine's card if your partner appreciates flowers. I don't think Tom would really appreciate this one. He's not really a flower guy. Okay, so same issue again that I'm going to have with these flowers, because they've, in order to create the lovely texture, you do have the issue of lines being cut through. But there we go, that's just the way it is, you know. So we'll have a workaround. There's always a workaround. Tuck that under there. That one needs to be tucked there. Go for 2 glue dots. I love you so much, I used all these glue dots on a card. What other crafty I love you so muches could we do? I love you so much, I spent £150 of product to make this card. Alright, I put a glue dot on there, but what I'm going to do is roll it up a little bit. So hopefully it's not going to show, but... And I'm planning to put some kind of middle, something on here, so... Right. So I've just got that one. Oh, take care, Monica. See you, darling. Oh, I'm wondering whether to put some of those in there. That could work, couldn't it? I'll use the mini glue dots, not glue dots, dimensionals for that. Oh, this would be a nice wedding anniversary card. I might give this to my parents. Ooh, I still got these to go in yet. Anyway, I'll come back to that. You could put the centre back in the die cut. Yeah, I could. Only I die cut the die cut. That's the only problem. I'd have to cut another one, Deborah. Look. under there. Alright, where could these guys hang out? Oh, that's got to get stuck down as well. I am tempted to put the three together, but I kind of quite like the diagonal that gets created doing it there and then one down there. Okay, those of you who've done Artful Stampin School 2026 Lesson 1, are you taking note? Off and on again. We do not want that to happen. Okay. Nope. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Okay, I'll do that again. I'm going to cut that down just a little bit. I don't need it as long as the first one. Okay. There we go. So now I'm going to put a glue dot behind this green leaf, and that can help to hold those in place. Although I kind of want it. Oh no. I want that under there and that, like that. There we go. Okay, that works. Okay, phew. Right, so that one needs sticking down. I'll put that there. And have I got enough? Oh, I do. Got enough of these to go as centres for those. Right, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me, everybody. I hope you've liked the results of this. I do feel like it needs some splattage or something on it. So if I get the cherry cobbler, oh yeah, that'll do. Cherry cobbler Stampin' Blend. Just needed, it was just looking a bit too clean. There we go, that's better. Well, I'm really pleased how that's turned out. I'll take a photo of that tomorrow, and I'm hoping that my camera might pick up a bit more of the subtleties of the colouring. Now the other option is actually to cut. You know what, I think I might just do it. Okay, right. If you want to go. I'm just going to try one more thing because I feel like it needs it. So what's this one? Light Poppy Parade. Light Cherry Cobbler. What did I use just now? Dark Poppy Parade. Let's go with that. Okay, I'm just going to colour in the centre of that. And then light cherry cobbler. Right, I'm just going to cut that out. Because now I've looked at my flower, I feel like it needs more actual dimension as well as dimension in the colouring. So I'm cutting out the petals that are coming right from the centre. Going to go around those lines again. And around the edge. So the idea is I'm going to stick that over the top of that. Oh, Cheryl, please share. We'd love to see it. Oh, it's all kind of soaking in because the cardstock is still quite damp from the alcohol. I'm ending up using the Stampin' blend now, just to make those lines a bit clearer. Yeah, that needs drying a little bit. It's because I'm being hasty. I'm not waiting for it to dry. But I do definitely feel like it needs more dimension. So I'm just going to cut down there like that. Okay, a bit happier with that now. Okay, that's a bit better. A bit more dimension. Right, I still feel that it would look nice with something like that on the bottom. So maybe when I go to decide what I'm going to use it for, I'll do that. I've just realised I've not stuck this in, so I'm going to do that now. While we say goodbye. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Actually, I might just stick it there. I do like threes. I've got to think about threes, as most of us do. Sorry, when the cardstock is going onto the glue dot, and when I pull away, the cardstock is splitting, because I don't know if you know that the Stampin' Up cardstock is made up of kind of like 3 layers, which is good because it makes it nice and thick, but it also likes to split away, especially if it's slightly damp. So, okay, done. There we go. That's the texture on that. I feel like, because I recently did another floral, didn't I, with a texture behind it. But anyway, this is a little bit different, but I think the layout is similar. That's the one I made. So if you, oh yeah, it has got some similar vibes to it. It's also got plaid. Just realised. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that one's got plaid. That needs a bit more dimensionals behind it. That is so funny. So if you think that I've seen something similar recently, yeah, you'd be right. So that's what I did last week. Getting all grungy. This one's a bit brighter and happier. So yeah, as I said, I'm still not sure about this, but there we go. Yeah, so super fun to do the background. So I inked up my own Stampin' Spot with 3 different colours. I've got Pretty in Pink, Strawberry Slush and Pecan Pie to create my own really fun plaid background. And then stamped and cut out the flower which was on Cherry Cobbler. Then all these little flowers were cut out of Bubble Bath. Then all these leaves either were stamped and then fussy cut, or they were die cut from Old Olive with a little bit of extra colouring on them just to give them a bit of dimension. And then we stuck it all down, did a bit of ink splatter, and there you have it. So how long did that take? Yeah, nearly an hour and a half. So yeah, a bit of a special card, that one. Like the way you've done the leaves. Oh, thank you. Yeah, anywhere where you can help make things look a little bit more alive. I nearly said the word realistic, but no. Oh, I forgot to glue that one in. Realistic is not actually the word, because of course it's paper, and unless you're a fine artist, you're not actually going to make things look real. So the goal is just to make something look alive. And again, not alive in the sense it's got living cells or anything like that, but it just looks dynamic. So there we go. Yeah, so this still might go on. We'll see. This is epic. It's jazzy. Thank you, darling. Thank you. All right, so what is the best red to buy? What do you mean? Oh, Real Red. Yeah, Real Red is a really classic red. This is Cherry Cobbler, but you can always darken up Real Red if you have it. Real Red is, yeah, definitely a classic. Right, so for those of you who are interested, did anyone say if they were free in March, the beginning of March, I could do the alcohol on the 6th of March. The alcohol I'm calling it folk silk painting technique. Yeah, is anyone on here interested in doing that one? I'll pop it up on Book When. I'll just add another date. Schedule. Edit entry. There we go. I'll just add another date. So 6th of March at say 7 p.m. There we go. All right, there we go. Just added another one. Lovely. Oh no. Oh no. I've gone and done something weird. No, I didn't want to delete that one. Okay. I accidentally deleted the other one. It's back. It's fine. It's back. Oh, phew. Yeah, it's back. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Easter wreath. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, you're right, it is. Yeah, let's change the date on that then. So we can't do it that date. Let's look at thanks for that, Lisa. Oh, can we do Friday 13? Okay, yeah, Friday 13th. Thank you, Lisa. Right, let's see if that's worked out. Yes, so for those of you who are interested, the Mask Stamped Cross, that's an Easter kind of themed stamping class. That is on the 6th of March. Oh, hi Pam. Great to see you. Oh, that'd be lovely to see you. I've missed you in class. Yes, so Easter Stamp Cross is on the 6th of March, and now on the 13th of March is going to be the faux silk painting with the alcohol pens. So we've got one date that's South Pacific friendly, and then I've just added another date for the US and Canadians and UK. Thank you so much, everybody. What did I go through? I'll list all the products I used, because there were quite a few in there. I'm not sure if I can get all my hands on them. Oh, Fragrant Layers dies. I used those, and I used the leaves came from Nature's Symphony. And one of the leaves came from Beautifully Celebrated. That's what I should have stamped in the background. Do you think I can still get that in there? I'm going to do it. I wanted a kind of bit of frothiness in the back. There we go, that's better. That stem didn't quite reach under there, so I'm just going to fake it. There we go. There we go, cute. Yes, so beautifully celebrated. And then, what's the other? The one the big flower comes from. Oh, Simply Beautiful. Sorry, there we go. Simply Beautiful. So I know I said I was going to list it. It's just because I've realised that if I actually say it on the live, it goes into the transcript and it makes writing blog so much easier from the transcript. So, there we go. And then, yeah, I've said the colours, haven't I? Oh, used Mossy Meadow as well for, and the alcohol pens for doing the blending of the leaves. So, there we go. Right. Take care, everybody. Lots of love to you all. Take care. Please get well soon, those of you who are not well.